When a child is removed from his or her family of origin because of abuse or neglect, the adoption exchange makes an unspoken promise of hope for something better. A world where all children are valued and grow up in safe and permanent families, and where families are supported in their critical roles. When many potential adoptive families think about adoption, they think of adopting infants or very young children. The Adoption Exchange has a 25-year history of meeting the needs of the most vulnerable children in the child welfare system, the least likely to be adopted, those waiting the longest, older children. Since 1983, the Adoption Exchange has helped find families for more than 5,300 children. After seeing CBS 4's Wednesday's Child, Clint and Pamela Janssen visited the Children's Gallery on the website of the Adoption Exchange. That's where they first saw Cody and Jordan, just two of the more than 750 Colorado children waiting for families.
When we met the boys, I know that I had a sense of nervousness, of apprehension, of just wondering what was going to happen and how they would react to us. And I think we were more nervous than they were. But everything turned out wonderful. We had a connection right away. If you're just starting out, it's so confusing. You don't know where to turn, you don't know where to go. The Adoption Exchange was vital in us being put in touch with the right people in order for us to find our two kids.
Basically, we played chase around the jungle gym for, I don't know, about half an hour. It was a really neat moment. I knew at that moment when I met them that this was probably the right setup for us.
And even the first day, they asked me if they could call me Mommy. And that was the most amazing moment of my life. And now we have two sons. We are moms and dads, and they look up to us for everything. And we are just love doing things together as a family.
There's a lot of kids out there that need a good home, and there's a lot of families that can provide a good home. And if you're anywhere even close to thinking about doing it, do it. It's so worth it.
Tonight, we honor an individual who has supported and stood by the Adoption Exchange for nearly 18 years. Ed Adams has contributed his time, resources, and leadership to making sure that each child who waits is given a second chance, a chance to find a family that will be there to provide love, guidance, and stability.
Well, I think having a family is the most important anchor that any person can have. I'm from a family of 10. There was 10 of us. Just knowing how important family was to me and how we grew up in a very loving and supportive environment, it meant the world to me in terms of being able to have self-confidence and the ability to go out and be competitive in an everyday experience. When kids have loving parents and parents that are involved, and again, in their value system, in teaching them what is important in life, it does so much for their self-esteem and for their ability to cope with, again, the pressures that kids seem to be under today as it relates to peer pressure and education and doing what is right and treating people with respect and treating people like you want to be treated.
Ed began sharing his generosity in 1991 with the professional travel corporation Golf Classic, benefiting the Adoption Exchange.
We got a phone call from someone at Professional Travel Corporation saying that there was this gentleman by the name of Ed Adams, who was head of their company, that would like to do a golf tournament and would love to work with the Adoption Exchange. And wow, did he help us. Over and over and over again. It was because of Ed and a few other people that we were able to take the golf tournament to Sanctuary, and that golf tournament has grown and grown. We're able to not only raise needed funds, but spread the word about the need for families to people that we wouldn't have known otherwise. Ed has provided leadership and wisdom on a wide range of committees with the Adoption Exchange. And most of all, Ed has given us confidence. He believes in the work that we do. His support is because he cares about the children. Okay, he's really, really serious about golf, but there's a very tender place that responds when he thinks about the children who may grow up without parents.
This golf tournament became an annual event, one that grew to be more successful every year.
I've worked with many different professionals throughout my career, and the one that has taught me the most about philanthropy and about, more importantly, giving of yourself, I think would be Ed. And he helped myself and several other individuals at CWT to learn that you not only give with money to charities, but you have to give with some of your time and effort, and also for the Adoption Exchange, give with your heart.
I have worked on the Adoption Exchange golf tournament, helping with fundraising efforts. During that time, it's been quite a labor of love, and I, of course, have had the support of Ed during that entire time. And it is because of you that they've gotten as far as they have to date, and this is a big honor, and congratulations, Ed, you're deserving.
As the years went by, the name of the tournament changed with the names of Ed's companies, but those who would benefit remained the same: children and families. Ed encouraged the Adoption Exchange to stretch and apply to move the tournament to Sanctuary Golf Course. This move has more than tripled the funds raised for the children.
I think the reason that this relationship has been sustained itself for so long is that the Adoption Exchange is an organization that we've learned to trust. The Adoption Exchange has been an organization that has delivered what they've told us that they were going to do. The opportunity to see the Adoption Exchange in action as it relates to getting these children in forever families. My hopes for the children that we've touched, either through fundraisers or through involvement with the board, we could help these children, these kids with self-esteem, that they would find loving relationships, and that they could go on with their lives knowing that they had a support group and a mechanism that they could fall back on if in fact they had issues or problems. I think the Adoption Exchange, the success you've had in the last 25 years, if the Adoption Exchange can carry that forward for the next 25, it'd be a phenomenal accomplishment.
Each year, the Adoption Exchange holds a phone-a-thon prior to its annual CBS 4 telethon, A Day for Wednesday's Child. For the past 17 years, Adoption Exchange volunteers have been calling donors and friends from Professional Travel, Navigant, and now CWT Phone Center. The Adoption Exchange is grateful and appreciative of this steadfast friendship and support.
Ed, there's no way we could thank you enough. You've been there for the children for 18 years. We love you.
Pamela and Clint Janssen, along with Cody and Jordan, are here tonight representing the children and families. Tonight, it is our honor to present the 2008 Wednesday's Child Award to Ed Adams.